All right, guys, 2012 Toyota Prius. The seal here leaked. The caliper is leaking, massive leak on the floor. You see that all over the wheel, all over the well here. So the car did not start because there was way too low on the fluid. Added fluid, customer got here. No problem to do that. A lot of people would think that's junky stuff, but that's fine. So we're gonna remove this caliper. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this bolt. We're gonna take out this bolt. We're gonna loosen this bolt here. And after that, we do need to get the e-brake out, which is this right here. The e-brake has a, you gotta squeeze these two tips and the e-brake will come out of the housing and this thing will pop out. Take out the spring, and then we got a 14 there and a 14 on the top for the bracket, and we'll get a new caliper. Okay, to start, we're gonna loosen up the bolt for the line here, which is 12 millimeter. I'm only gonna loosen it so it can stay loose and it's easy for me to remove it later. After that, we're gonna take out this 14 and the 14 here. Should be very simple for you to do. This guy comes out, and we got same thing here. And the caliper should be loose now. We should be able to kind of wiggle this out of here. I think we got the e-brake on. Yeah. So it's a massive leak, but we got both bolts out. Had the e-brake on, we took that out, and we were able to spin this now. And we should be able to get this caliper off. And that can sit to the side there like that. We'll remove this and we'll get this off. We'll also get the brake pad off on the back side. But if you can't get it off, you can just leave it on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move on. 2 bolts on the bracket, 14 millimeters as well. And it should come off pretty easy, both of them. One in the bottom back here. Okay, this little guy came out. This is part of the brakes. Okay. So it was really cold the other day. It started to leak. The seals inside probably gave up. That's common. Power steering in this all will matter in cold weather. Okay, so we have this out. This guy's out. And there's one on the top still in there. There you go, that's number 2. Bracket should come out with the brake pad. I'll take this brake pad, put it onto the new bracket. We have to remove this caliper, okay? I'm gonna go get some more tools. So I put the rotor to the side. What I want to do is I want to squeeze this little guy, okay? To get this off, you got to squeeze it and it should kind of come off. But the back end, all you got to do here is I like to remove the spring as well. Makes my life way easy. Take the spring off and this will come right off. Okay, now I want to get this line out of this. I want to get this off, okay? So all you got to do is kind of grab it with something and push it to the other side. And you also can push this forward, but this is kind of really messy. I'm going to try to be careful, and it should come out pretty simple and easy. And once it's out, all we have is the brake line left, which will be the last thing we're gonna take out. And this guy should come out of here. Come on, there you go. There you go, it's out. Okay, see better like this. See that? This is out. And from the bottom, you're gonna squeeze this and it should come out. Messy. Okay, we're gonna squeeze here. To get this out, you gotta squeeze a few times, different spots. And this should come out. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze on this corner now. There you go. Okay, and it should come off. Yeah. A little bit more. There you go. See that? It's out. All we got is a 12 left, but we're gonna leave that sitting there just like that until we get a new part. So we got the new part. Make sure the valve is up on the top. If this is the wrong caliper, the valve will be in the bottom. Okay, just position it the way it's supposed to be. This thing comes off. I'm gonna leave it on. It has 2 crush washers, which is gonna go between the lines. So we're gonna leave this caliper hanging there because we still gotta take off the line. What I wanna do is, I wanna take the 2 bolts that go into the bracket and I want to see the old bracket. Okay, never mind. It's there. So I just want to take a look at the bracket. Okay, there you go. So the rotor goes on first, just like that. And then I'm gonna capture this bolt in here. I'm gonna have to go from the bottom, a little bit from the bottom. Okay. So, David, put your hand over here like that for me. And I got my friend here helping me today. 2 hands are better than 1. And once I catch the threads, I can tighten it with the tool. And then I can remove the caliper itself. Let it go. So what I want to do now is, it's still loose, the bolt for the bracket is still loose. I want to remove this, and I want to remove that. Once I have both of these off, I should be able to work on the bracket. Okay, now I'm gonna lock up both of these bolts. I'll be back. Okay, I want to tighten them evenly. So doing a caliper on a hybrid is the same as regular car, just bleeding gonna be kind of silent and it's gonna feel kind of soft, the pedal all times. Okay, and this customer did lose a lot of fluid from the master cylinder, so he might have air in the whole system, but we don't have to bleed the whole system if you're only doing one particular caliper. And then, but we can recommend rest of the job to the customer. So we do have the hardware here. What I like to do is prepare this guy. Okay, this one goes just like that. Make sure it doesn't hit the rotor side to side. Okay, something is bothering me. There you go. You cannot hit the rotor, okay? Do the same thing for the top one, and I'll be right back. We're gonna take the same good old brake pads. They still got a lot of life. Gonna take this off the old one. This little guy in the back, on the top, bottom, doesn't matter, but I would try to keep it in the bottom. But since the brakes has been done by another person, we cannot switch the other side to this side. Okay, and that's a normal sound, long as it's not screeching. Okay, these are tight, everything is looking good. We're gonna take our caliper here, okay, 2 bolts, let's take them off. Okay, we gotta get this right through here, and it should go right in, just like that. And the hard part here is gonna be, I'm gonna push this down. And David, can you, when I push this down, can you get this on top of it? Hold on, come back out, come back out, come back out. Give me that. Yeah, give me that. I'll do it. There you go. It's pretty easy. Okay, that was pretty easy. Okay, and this should go in. Okay, I got it. Oh my God, that's kind of tough. Okay, let me see if I could use force from here. Oh my God. There you go, a little bit more. Okay, it's not going all the way. Okay. Okay. There you go, perfect. All right, so that's that. We're gonna take this caliper. Take it on. All we got is the brake line that's gonna go on, but right now we need to take these. I'm gonna take that. You can relax, David, I got it. Okay, so bleeding is a procedure that you guys are not gonna see, but make sure you do the system. Okay, I need something that's gonna hold this for me here. There you go. So make sure you lock up both of these bolts. Oh, the wrong way. That's one. Once I have one, I should be able to get the second one in easily. Okay. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. This is job well done. When you spin it, there should be no sound from the hardware, okay? Screeching sound, something like this. I forgot to put this. I'm gonna go back in there. So there shouldn't be sound like that, okay? All right, now the brake line. Remember, this caliper is leaking from back here. So brake line is gonna go in. I'm gonna get a bucket. Now I'm gonna remove the bolt on top of this caliper, which has 2 crush washers, 1 and 2. One stays here, then the line goes in it, and this one goes on the top. This is a special bolt. It has a hole through the center, so make sure you don't mix and match. Okay, I gotta get the old bolt off, but I do need to figure out this is the same size. Okay, it's the same size, 11 millimeter. I think that was 12. Okay, now it's gonna be a little bit messy here. We're gonna take this guy off. It's gonna be fluid everywhere. There you go. go. So the caliper is off, and I'm gonna put this down in the bucket. There's nothing inside the caliper. So this bolt comes off. Crush washer is stuck to it. Usually what I do is kind of tap on this and it falls off. Perfect. Clean this. Make sure there's no dirt and debris on this. Make sure the line is good. Okay, now we're gonna put this in. It's got the crush washer. This goes on the top. Crush washer goes on the bottom. And then this goes on to the caliper. So I'm doing this job quickly and easily, and the line does have like a little notch that sticks right there. I'll show you guys at the end. But hand tight, if you have torque specs, you can torque it. But 11mm is the size for the new one. Okay, there you go, nice and tight. So we're done. All we need to do is bleed the system. This is the bleeder wall. Make sure it's in the top. If it's in the bottom, you put the wrong caliper in. Anyways, I'm gonna just show you guys really simple and easy what I did. Here I am. Let me put my gloves to the side. So this is the bleeder wall, remember. And this is the notch that gotta go in there. It's got a line, crush washer, top, bottom. And we did stop the fluid with this. So all I have to do is bleed the system.